Hey guys, and welcome to game release news for January 2018. I'm super excited. We've got my new set, which I'm debuting today, and this is also the first video in 2018. So welcome to the new set. I'm super happy and excited to be bringing back game release news. I know a lot of you guys missed it. A lot of you guys were requesting that I bring it back. I just didn't have the time moving. And then I thought, why not finish the set before I start it back up and get this channel re-rolling with a bang. Thanks to all of you guys who have stayed subscribed and been patient with all of the random highlights of stuff that I've been putting up. The stream highlights are going to be sticking around, but I'm not going to be doing as many Let's Plays anymore. Most of the actual gameplay is going to be in the stream highlights, and then I'm going to be doing list videos and fun things about games. Anime, manga, nerd culture in general. All the things that I love. So without further ado, let's get into January's sparse releases. There aren't that many things coming out. Most of the things in this video are just going to be things that are coming out on different platforms, things being released for the Switch, etc. But there are a few cool things that I've never heard of before on PC that are coming out on other platforms, so that's going to be really cool. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Our first game this month is Outbreak: The New Nightmare. So this game's a little awful looking, but I know a lot of mainstream gamers like awful looking first-person survival horror games, and I can't pass up the opportunity to talk about a third-person one. It's a pretty standard post-apocalyptic dystopia with everything from creepy hospitals to a quick spreading outbreak that leaves you as one of the only few survivors left standing. Release date is January 3rd on Xbox One. You may have already seen this game as it was on Steam Early Access since last June. Next game is PIC-A-PIX Deluxe. This is a cute paint-by-numbers meets a logic puzzle game where the end result is a pretty pixelized picture. There are over 150 puzzles and you can play with up to 4 of your friends using any controller combination on the Switch. Seems like a cute way to pass the time, in my opinion. Release date is the 4th on the Switch. Albert and Otto. This is a really cute Limbo-esque game weirdly set in 1939 Germany about a dude who can manipulate and levitate animals on the hunt for a girl with bunny ears. It has an interestingly cute yet creepy art style and looks pretty difficult. Release date is January 10th on Xbox One, but you might have already known about this game as it's been on PC and Mac since 2015. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. The Arcade Edition of Street Fighter V is coming out this month with a new arcade mode, extra battle mode, and a UI overhaul. It also has a bunch of other goodies as well. Current owners of Street Fighter V's original version will receive the arcade upgrade for free with all Season 1 and 2 DLC characters. This is actually really cool of Capcom because I always have the conundrum where I want to buy my favorite games right away, but I also want to wait for the deluxe edition that has tons more features. Sometimes it kind of feels like you're getting rewarded for not being a big enough fan to buy it right away. Release date is January 16th on PC and PS4. Beholder. I really can't believe how many cool looking games are coming out on console that I could have already been playing on PC for a while now. This is the simulation of a life of a landlord who lives in a terrifying dystopian dictatorship. You basically have to spy for the government and fall in line, or you can choose to defect. The art style is creepy and beautiful. I actually really want to check this one out. Release date is January 16th on PS4 and Xbox One. Also, the game's been out on PC since November of last year. Full Metal Furies, which initially I thought was Full Metal Furries. This game may look like another one of those retro feel indie RPGs, but what really drew me into it is its promise that it's a truly co-op action RPG that relies heavily on cooperation. This game is brought to you by the creators of Rogue Legacy and allows you to play online or in couch co-op, which, let's be honest, is way too rare these days outside of like fighters and brawlers. Let's see if it's any good. Release date is the 18th on PC and Xbox One. Digimon Story: Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Okay, so my 8-year-old Pokemon-obsessed self cannot stand Digimon, but I thought I'd mention that the Digimon franchise has a new game coming out that doesn't look awful. In this new installment by Bandai Namco, you can join a group of hackers and prove the innocence of Kazuke in the digital world. Release date is the 19th on PS4 and PS Vita. Kirby Battle Royale. So this new Kirby game pits Kirby against himself or some other adorable nonsense. You can also play locally or online with up to 4 players in this 3D brawler. Release date is the 19th on 3DS. Hidden Dragon Legend. When I first heard about this game coming to PS4 last September, I thought it kind of looked like a shitty PS3 game, but while the cutscenes may not be amazing, the gameplay graphics are actually really cool. This is a mostly side-scrolling platformer with RPG elements set in Imperial China. It actually looks pretty good and it's coming to PC this month. Release date is the 19th on, as I stated, PC. Total War Warhammer 2: Rise of the Tomb Kings. We've got some Warhammer content this month, and it is Rise of the Tomb Kings for Total War Warhammer 2. Fight skeletal warriors and traverse the vast sand constructs to defeat the newly awoken Tomb Kings. I should really get into Warhammer. Release date is the 23rd on PC. Lost Sphere. This cute JRPG reminiscent of the early Final Fantasy games and other JRPGs that employ top-down graphics and chibi character models is brought to you by Square Enix. It's about a young boy named Kanata who is trying to save his hometown from disappearing and being wiped from everyone's memories. What's really really cool to me about this game is the basic premise is one of philosophical interest to me. What do you guys think? Does something technically cease to exist if no one with consciousness has memory of it? Release date is the 23rd on PC, PS4, and the Switch. ICONOCLASTS. I'm super excited about this indie. It's an action platformer with heavy emphasis on puzzle-style levels. It's cute, it's colorful, and you play as a mechanic trying to escape the religious grasp of one concerned soldiers. That's what they're called, one concern. In this story, you kind of get to grow with your naive protagonist who wants to save the world from evil, but has no knowledge of how to do so. Release date is the 23rd on PC, PS4, and Vita. The Impatient. This is another game I'm actually really interested in, but since it's a PSVR exclusive, I'll probably never play it. From the creators of Until Dawn comes a game set 60 years before in the Blackwood Sanatorium. One day, I will procure the PSVR. I'm sure that would make for some epic live streams. I actually really enjoyed Until Dawn, so if you did too, time to live through some of the horrific backstory. Release date is the 23rd on PS4. As of course, a PSVR exclusive. Pokemon Crystal. Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Color in 2000 is coming to the 3DS Virtual Console. You can do everything you did as a kid in the Johto region with a new feminist twist. You can choose to play as a male or female protagonist. Good shit. I need to dig out my 3DS and start streaming 3DS games again. Release date is the 26th on the 3DS via the eShop. Dragon Ball FighterZ. I was just complaining to Jay about how infrequently I see anime-based video games with anime-looking graphics. I really hate the way they often 3D and cel-shade the gameplay graphics, but lo and behold, now we have a new and epic Dragon Ball Z fighting game made in the style that I love. This is a 2D fighting game with endless over-the-top fights and all of your favorite powerful Z fighters. And mine, not just yours. This game also features, and I quote, easy to learn but difficult to master fighting mechanics. When does Dragon Ball FighterZ come out and on what platform?
On the PC, PS4, and Xbone on the 26th of this month, next month, whichever month.
Good job. 26th of January. Monster Hunter World. I'm actually really excited to try this game. At first, I thought Monster Hunter World was going to be a Monster Hunter MMORPG, but now that I know it's just like a huge co-op friendly Monster Hunter game, I'm even more excited. I have played a little bit of Monster Hunter when I was younger, even though I'm more of a Dragon Seed and Monster Rancher kind of girl. Not that they're entirely comparable. I am excited about this release. The game will, quote, introduce a living, breathing ecosystem in which players strive to become the ultimate hunter. Looks and sounds pretty amazing. Release date is the 26th on Xbox One and PS4. PC is also stated as Q1 of 2018, but from what I've heard, I think it's coming out at the same time as the other two platforms. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. DISSIDIA Final Fantasy NT. This game features 20 of the top playable Final Fantasy characters spanning over 30 years of the franchise, and they're coming to you in this new team-based brawler. There's a 3v3 arena, and they're all set in iconic battle locations. The PS4 version includes original story written by Nojima as well. Also, holy fuck, why didn't I cosplay as Materia Goddess when I had fire hair? Jay could totally pull off Spiritus as well. Release date is the 30th on PS4. Call of Duty World War II, The Resistance. Call of Duty World War II is getting some new DLC this month called The Resistance. This is the first expansion for the game, and PS4 is the platform that gets it first. Expect PC and Xbox One to follow suit sometime in February. Release date is the 30th on PS4. Assassin's Creed Origins, The Hidden Ones. I'm not 100% sure this month when this AC Origins DLC will drop, and I'm honestly not looking too deep into it because I know it's set after the main Origins storyline and I haven't played the game yet. I'm still finishing up Syndicate, but I was sidetracked by Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, and Mirror of Fate. So all I have for you now is it will deal with the Roman Empire and Bayek with some new assassins. Release date is sometime in January 2018 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth, Episode 2, Sowing the Wind. The second book in this episodic adventure came out last month on Steam, and sometime this month we will see it on PS4 and Xbox One as well. I'm including this because after doing some research, this game looks amazing. It has a very unique graphic style and looks grim as fuck. I definitely want to check out the first 2 episodes on PC now. If you feel the same way, join me. Release date is sometime this month for PS4 and Xbox One. Okay, so that's it for all the releases of the month. But we do have a few things that are favorites from the past that are being ported now to the Switch, so let's do a quick rundown of those. Happy New Year, by the way, guys. It just turned 12. That's why Jay came in and bothered me like 5 minutes ago. Mwah! New Year's kiss. Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is inferior to Edmund McMillan's other game, Binding of Isaac, but it's still fun and challenging. Get it for the Switch this month on the 11th. Shoe. This side scroller is amazing. I definitely recommend picking it up on the Switch if you haven't played it yet on the 23rd. Darkest Dungeon. I adore this game. It's actually one of my favorite indies of all time. It's a dark turn-based masterpiece, and if you have a Switch, you gotta get it this month. The only caveat is I don't know exactly what day. Sometime in January. Alright guys, that's it for the first game release news of 2018. As always, if you guys remember, you can check the description if you want the link to my sources. If something is weird or off, please let me know in the comments and I'll put a little note in the description. Let me know which games you're most excited for, if you're saving your money or if you're splurging this month. I know Januaries are a little bit slow. The holiday season is over, nobody's really buying games, so nobody's really releasing games. But as with every month in existence for the rest of my life, hopefully, there's something out there that's gotta be halfway decent. I love you guys so much. I look forward to getting back to this channel and giving it the love it fucking deserves. My first channel! And please let me know what you guys think of the new set. I know the angle's really awkward. I look fucking terrible right now, but the backdrop, looking good, although it could be lit a little bit better. If you have any questions about anything that's back there, just like take a screenshot and like circle it in paint, and I'll show it to you guys up close in a future episode of something that utilizes this backdrop. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next month.